The Wright brothers and the airplane. Born in 1867 and 1871, Wilbur and Orville Wright have had a love for flying since they were born. That led them to create one of the most valuable inventions of their time. In Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, the two brothers became some of the best engineers in the world by creating the first recorded airplane. The airplane is a great frontier because it is not only a very fast way to travel, but it connects people and it makes the world a smaller place. As children in Dayton, Ohio, Orville and Wilbur's favorite toy was a small helicopter toy powered by a rubber band to twirl its blades. They were fascinated by the mechanics of the toy and wanted to one day build a flying machine to hold them both. On July 10, 1901, the Wrights arrived in Kitty Hawk and began experiments with the larger glider. From 50 to 400 flights in July and August, ranging in distance from 20 to almost 400 feet. Then, from October to December, they conduct tests on airfoils and build an air tunnel. In September, the Wrights assemble their new glider. They make between 700 and 1,000 glides and increase their distance to 622.5 feet. They then left Kitty Hawk on October 28, December of 1902. Then the Wrights conducted experiments with their propellers and began to build their 1903 four-cylinder engine. December 17, 1903, on the sandy dunes of Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, a small handful of men gathered around a homemade mechanical contraption made of wood and fabric. They were there to witness the culmination of years of study, trial and error, sweat and sacrifice made by two humble, modest men from Dayton, Ohio. That day, the Wright brothers' dreams of flight would come to fruition as Orville Wright flew for the very first time. The flight lasted 12 seconds and they traveled 120 feet. At top speed of 6.8 miles per hour. This may not sound like much, but just 2 years later, on October 5th, Wilbur Wright flew just over 24 miles. That's more than 29 times around their field, going at top speed of more than 38 miles per hour. The airplane has had many short-term and long-term effects. Some short-term effects include the fact that the Wright brothers had finally achieved their goal, that flying was a real thought at that point, and that they could see the world, or at least their field, from above for the very first time. Some long-term effects are that people now have a faster way to travel. We have new forms of weaponry. We can just attach other weapons to planes. And now we can transport goods over an ocean really quickly and easily. In Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, the Wright brothers created the first recorded airplane and claimed the title as some of the best engineers in the world.